Brilliance Audio presents The Empty Nesters by Carolyn Brown, performed by Donna Postel. Over the past 13 years, the ladies who lived on the same block in Sugar Run had been through wars, rumors of wars, death, divorce, fears, and joys, but nothing had prepared Carmen, Diana, and Joanie for the day they walked away from the Army recruiter's office in downtown San Antonio. Each of their daughters had enlisted and would leave in less than an hour, heading to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for basic training. Backs straight, the three mothers managed to keep smiles on their faces until they were all inside Diana's van, and then the waterworks started. "I need a drink." Diana wiped at the never-ending tears with a tissue, then passed the box around. "This is 10 times, no, 100 times worse than when Eli deploys. But good God, Diana, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. If we start drinking now, we'll be passed out by noon." Carmen sobbed as she blew her nose and tossed another fistful of tissues into the plastic trash bag Diana kept in the van. Diana pushed a strand of red hair away from her wet cheeks. "Passed completely out sounds good to me. And if you'll remember, we always have mimosas when the guys leave on missions." Joanie took a compact from her purse and checked her reflection, then broke down into more weeping. "Zoe doesn't look a thing like me. She's got Brett's dark hair and blues. And since she's got nurses training, they'll probably send her to some god-awful country. She took ballet, for God's sake, and she was a cheerleader. She doesn't belong in a foreign country seeing soldiers with their legs blown off. In the words of Jimmy Buffett, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so let's go to Diana's." Blotches spotted Carmen's translucent skin from crying so hard. Several strands of dark brown hair had escaped her ponytail and hung limp, like a frayed flag of victory on a rainy day. "At least Zoe will be able to tell you where she's going. Natalie passed that language test with flying colors. She'll be put somewhere to translate. And you know what that means? Everything will be classified, and she won't be able to talk about it." Diana started the van and then laid her head on the steering wheel. "This is worse than kindergarten, isn't it?" "Yes," the women agreed. "We were able to pick them up at the end of the day back then," Joanie sighed. Carmen stared at the front of the recruitment center. "I wanted one more glimpse of her, but I guess they went out a back door. I prayed every day from the time that Natalie was born that she'd do anything rather than join the service. I didn't care if she flipped burgers at the local McDonald's for the rest of her life. But oh no, she made her daddy proud. He's over there in God knows where doing God knows what, and I'm the one left at home with the empty nest," Carmen declared. "And yes, I need a good stiff drink, maybe 2 or 3. "That would be great. I'm not ready for an empty house." Diana sniffled as she put the van in gear and headed north toward Sugar Run, population 3,412, according to the city limit signs on either end of town. Diana had known when she married Gerald that she'd spend months alone when and if he was deployed. She'd accepted that, and when he divorced her for another woman, she'd lived through that too, with the help of her friends. She'd raised Rebecca on her own for the most part, and even though the teenage years were unbearable at times, she'd gotten past them. But seeing her only child leave for the service, that was more than a mother should have to bear after all she'd already endured. She parked her van in the driveway of her small 3-bedroom house, the place where she'd raised her daughter for most of the child's life, and the house that she called home. When she got out of the vehicle, she could hear the high school band practicing its fight song. The fact that the house was close to the school had been a plus when she and Gerald had looked at it the first time. The music brought back the memory of Rebecca when she was in the 5th grade and learning to play the flute. At the time, Diana had kept earplugs in the kitchen drawer to be used for that hour every afternoon. Now she wished she could go back in time to those days.